setups for today. So, yeah, what can we say about yesterday's daily bar except to say that pretty much nothing happened yesterday. We'll have to even zoom in to see what the candle looks like, and remember this is on the daily. So what we see is pretty much a range bar at a level and indecision, but also a little bit of a triangle, flat top triangle forming there, but we'll get to that in the lower time frames. So here we have the 3 hour. You can see there is the top, that's the level that we are struggling to crack, so it's third time unlucky at the moment. And then the triangle we're referring to is pretty much extends from there to there. Okay, so that is a flat top triangle, that is a consolidation pattern, and typically what you'd want is something like that. And there is quite a bit of noise around the market, around 3,500, so that's 3,446, just taking that structure, but don't take my word for that. What I'd rather do is work once we've got the breakout and the retest. Okay, so I think it's important to just understand what that level is. Okay, you can see it's not exactly the previous high, and let me just zoom in again, just zoom right in here so we can see the structure here. So it's not exactly what happened. So sort of the previous high. It's this area of consolidation. Previous high is slightly higher, which is up there, and this data over here, if I remember correctly, 17th of Feb. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing going on then. So that's the structure to the left that we're battling with, and if you drill down into sort of a 15-minute or even a 30-minute chart and you look at this area here, it's very up and down, lots of tails all over the place, which is why we are battling a little bit here. Okay, just staying zoomed in, you can see all these tails at the bottom here. Buyers are still scaling in, so whenever price falls away, buyers scale back in. So let's just get to a bigger picture here. Okay, so looking at the hour, that's the one that we want to trade. Realistically, there were two trades. There was one at the bottom of this range here, and then there was another one at this tail over here. Remember, these little tails on the inside here are what I refer to as Brooks gaps. If you haven't heard of Al Brooks, do a search on him and understand his price action. Not the easiest guy to understand, but he does give you a fairly good understanding of price action, and this is one of his findings, is that when you see a tail like that, that's a breakout at some level. It has to come back and be tested, and pretty much 80% of the time it comes back and tests that. If not now, sometime in the future. So you can see here's another one here which hasn't been tested, so the probability of that being tested sometime in the future is fairly great. Okay, so with that in mind, those are the levels we have at the moment. The level we need to break through right now is 33.87. That's the top of the range. Bottom of the range right now is 33.64. We have a trend line here as well, and we're pretty much moving sideways. So on the hour you can see up, down, up, and now up. There is a mini triangle in here, now making this chart really messy now. Okay, so we have some more consolidation here. I think the reality is, let's keep that in. Let's delete that one. And we need that level up there because that is what the bulls are aiming for right now. So 3,400 is still the area that the bulls are aiming for. So for me, it's still longs. You're looking for opportunities to buy in. Don't try and buy in at the top here. Wait for the pullbacks like this. Okay, this one was pretty much just before the market closed, and then we rallied. We've had some bad data come out of China, so sideways a bit. And I think until we get some positive noise on the stimulus package out of the US, this is what we are stuck with. Okay, so buy the dips, definitely still the preferred method of trading, but we just need to find our levels. Now, last thing I'm going to mention here is you want to find your levels on the 15 minute. Okay, and you can see that 1 hour level that I had there, look there, 2 fractals on the 15 minute, that is a level. It's been tested. Okay, so there's pretty much the next level down, the downside is all the way down here. So what you need to do now is just look left, see what has been tested, what hasn't been tested. I can basically pull that level up here. I could expect a retest there, or alternatively I could expect a retest somewhere in that area there. Okay, don't be too surprised to see us pull all the way down to the bottom of this range here, but that would offer an opportunity to buy as far as I'm concerned. With take profits at your closest level that you see. Okay, so you'll put them in on the 15 minutes and you'll watch price action. If you get any kind of rejection off a level like that, you're out of it. Wait for the pullback, get back in, and that's pretty much how we're going to scalp this today. Okay, so I still believe that we're going to get to the top, and I still think there's a possibility we're going to get to 3,400 today. Okay, I know it is Friday, may get a bit of a sell-off or some profit taking, but I don't think so. I think a lot of the big players are staying in the market at the moment. They have some inside information and they are just waiting for it to hit the market. Okay, anyway, that's the way I'm seeing this at the moment. Not interested in shorting this, only looking for longs and looking to long on the pullback. Hope it helps, and enjoy your weekend. We'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.